everybody, welcome to Kitty Ever After. This video is telling you how I was able to make my indoor cats, both indoor and outdoor cats. This video will let you know how I was able to, and maybe you might be able to keep your kitty cats coming back home to you safely every day. And just to give them a little more freedom. So first, I know there are a lot of people who say do not let your cats go outside, and I understand the reasons for it. I just felt like it was such a disservice to keep my cats strictly indoors, and there's absolutely nothing that I can do about keeping them entertained 24/7, especially when you have young kitty babies. So first things first, my cats are like 1.5 years old, approaching 2. I adopted one of them, and I was specifically told not to let them out before 1 year of age. So first, make sure that you wait until they're at least 1 year old. Here's one of my babies right here. Say hey, Pharaoh. All right. Say hey, Pharaoh. So you have to make sure that they're at least 1, because they need to be big enough to defend off any type of predators first. The second thing that I did, so for a whole year, I basically kept them in enclosures. I took them outside on a very regular basis, on every side of the house, like the front yard, the backyard, the side yards, just so they could become familiar with home. So you want to get them familiar, you want them to have some outdoor exposure already, so keep them in an enclosure and fluctuate or rotate the places that you put the enclosures at, just so they become familiar with the surroundings and they know where home is. Another thing that I did aside from the enclosures was I also put them on leashes. So I put them on leashes, and I actually had stakes. Like, yes, I do. You remember that, don't you? I had steel stakes in the yard, and I would basically tie them, I hate to say that, tie them to the stakes with like a retractable leash, so that they could walk around in the yard. These leashes were about 10 feet long. I was gonna say tall. They're about 10 feet long, and I would put like 2 of them on one stake, so essentially it's 20 feet long. And I would leave them out there, and come back and see them every however often. So they got used to walking around the yard. So leashes are very helpful, put them on all sides of your living spaces so they are able to walk around and know this is home. This is home. Another thing that got them prepped for being indoor outdoor kitties was talking to them, letting them know that you're letting them go outside, but you want them to come back in. Talk to your kitty babies. I know you might feel a little silly, but they understand more than we think they understand. They understand so much that they play us real good. I get played with my kitty cats a lot, mostly for treats. And I don't feel like I'm really getting played, because I bought them for them anyways, and they deserve all the treats in the world, all the love in the world. So One thing that you can do is you can spread some litter around your home just in case your kitty baby ever gets misplaced or lost, gets a little too far away from home. But one thing that keeps them coming indoors is I make a regular-ish schedule for them. So never feed them outside. Like, make sure that they have all of their meals inside. Inside meals only. You can give them some treats outside. That is one thing that I do too. I call them, and whenever I call them, I give them treats. So that is incentive to come when I call them, and it works. It works really good. I pretty much feed them indoors only. I do leave water outside for them just in case they get thirsty. And if you're into this type of thing, I do a whole lot of praying over my cats so that they come back home safely and that they stay protected. Yes, I do. I do. This is my kitty baby. So pray over your cats, and that will definitely help for them to return back safely. Every single day. I do it every single day. This is supposed to be short, sweet, simple. So if you have any other questions or concerns, just leave them in the comments and I will respond. And thank you for watching so much.